Finally this evening, our Person of the Week, doing something for children lest they lose their childhood. The Christmas season is so much about children that perhaps inevitably we were attracted this week to a young woman who does a lot for them. And she reminds us that very often it takes someone who's had her own pain to understand how hard the Christmas season can be for some kids.
Well, I don't have any money left from my tennis earnings. Wow, huh?
Yes, Andrea Jaeger is broke. All the money she made as that temperamental, hard-to-like millionaire teenage tennis star is gone. Back in the 1980s, she was #2 in the world.
Oh, no!
But lest anyone suspect that she has squandered her money, take a closer look at where it's gone. Yes, to Kid Stuff, the Kid Stuff Foundation in the mountains of Aspen, Colorado, a camp for children with cancer. And Andrea Jaeger has sunk every dime she ever made into it. Trip Robbins is 16. His cancer was in remission. Now it's back.
She's not wrapped up in herself, and she's one of the most giving people you'll meet.
You're doing it, Trip!
No one was saying that in the 1980s. So what happened to Andrea Jaeger?
You play a night match, what are you going to do all day? So I started visiting children's hospitals.
And the teenage tennis star who lived a lonely life in the spotlight was very sad.
They didn't have anything to do. They just had to sit there and wait to see if they would live or not. And to me, that was heartbreaking.
So when a shoulder injury put tennis behind her, Andrea Jaeger set up the Kid Stuff Foundation and began to bring kids from across America to the Colorado outdoors. Some of these kids have never seen snow, let alone learn how to ski.
You're skiing, girl. You're skiing.
The youngest child here is 9. They are all sick. Some may die. But they're here this week to live life to the fullest.
These kids are now realizing, wait a minute, I can be a skier, I can be an artist. And all of a sudden they become something a lot more than just a cancer patient.
And they play with children who are going through what they are going through, where there is no cruel laughter at the hair loss, which comes with chemotherapy, for example.
And the first week, it wasn't so bad because I didn't lose my hair at all. Second week, it started falling out. For a long time, I thought I was being punished for something.
So you've gone through a lot, like as much emotionally as physically.
And my parents really couldn't help me because they don't understand.
We've had kids as young as 10 years old saying, I'm worried about my mom and dad because they're going to have to take care of me. And it's amazing. I mean, you look at them and you see this strength and this character and this wisdom that comes out, and you realize, wait a minute, they're only 13 or 14.
Andrea Jaeger says that she learned tough lessons as a teenage star. She learned that she wasn't going to have a teenage life, and she had to learn never to quit in a very tough game. It's like that with the camps. After 8 years, when her own bank account was depleted, she had to go out and raise money to keep the camps going. Today, with the help of Cindy Crawford, whose brother died of leukemia, she's building a ranch for the kids. It'll be called the Silver Lining.
This is not about being sick here. It's about living and enjoying life.
And about enjoying life for Jaeger, too. All that kid stuff in the mountains, which she didn't have time for when she was a kid.
In a sense, my life has become more enriched without the riches, because you get them from the heart instead of the financial.
And so we choose Andrea Jaeger. She says it's not fair to compare what she had to go through giving her childhood away to tennis with what it's like to fight cancer as a kid. After all, she chose to play tennis.